Moving into the short box, which is pretty much our final segment
Well, for the actual show.
for the show.
First thing we got up is Marvel news. X-Men Apocalypse Tidbits from Bryan Singer. This movie's never going to get made. And I promise you, I will have to film me staring into the camera laughing and sending it to you on loop for like 100 hours. Just doing this. You ready? Ready? And then cut it and loop it. And just loop it. So that you're never going to see this.
The current movie, Days of Future Past, releases on May 23rd. The release date for Apocalypse, because I think they're doing them back to back, is May 27th, 2 years later in 2016. Singer says he's co-writing the story and producing it. He's negotiating to direct it, but that kind of makes me wonder, is he not going to direct it? Like, would he just produce?
I'm okay with that. I mean, I haven't seen the new movie yet, but Bryan Singer has killed a lot of things for me, so we're not going to talk about him very much.
He says he would like to direct it. The ish plot would be it will address historical mutancy, meaning the deep past, mutant origins and things like that, considering Apocalypse is the first mutant. So that'll be kind of cool to see some like ancient mutants. You might even see like young Logan as time goes by and stuff like that. So that stuff would be kind of cool. Either way, this says it all for me.
He's more excited about it than I am. I think it's a cool series. Honestly, the best representation I ever saw of it was the cartoon
Evolution. The snippet that they had.
Yeah, like that last couple. Although, here's my thing with that, is it always gets uber dark once they'd run into the apocalypse
right to the end, yeah.
Like, it gets, I mean, even for a cartoon, it got really dark and just grit. And not a good dark to me. Like, there was no light at the end of the tunnel. It felt like it was just pretty much, you all bitches gonna die. I mean, that's all it was. So I never really liked that. I think I'd rather see the stuff with the Sentinels and stuff like that.
Ooh!
Where at least there's a thing on the other side.
I like that idea. Chat says, let's get a Kickstarter to get Greg in as a writer of X-Men Apocalypse.
I don't know if that's a Kickstarter. Can you Kickstarter a failed project?
You know those books I have at home that say Age of Apocalypse? There's 5 of them. I'm going to stack them and then hit you.
I think I have one. It's over there.
Stack them and hit you.
Moving on, Edgar Wright teases Ant-Man's plot. We haven't read this yet.
They are banking that this is going to be like the next big thing.
It very well could be. Ant-Man director Edgar Wright took to his blog this morning and simply posted he was doing homework. In his post, he also included an image shown below from the animated series Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes episode To Steal an Ant-Man. This particular episode is based on Marvel Premiere number 47 and features future Ant-Man Scott Lang stealing original Ant-Man Hank Pym's equipment and using it to commit crimes.
So we have the opportunity to have 2 different Ant-Man.
So which do you think Paul Rudd would be?
I'm wondering if he doesn't become Ant-Man. Like, you may see him testing the gear, but Scott Lang does Ant-Man for a while, and then maybe Paul Rudd has to come in and reclaim the name.
Right. Wright told Superhero Hype many years ago that the idea we have for the adaptation is to actually involve both. He says Henry Pym, but that's wrong.
No, that's right.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Henry Pym and Scott Lang. And with Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige previously called Wright's Ant-Man movie a heist film, it seems likely that they may be seeing something like that in 2015.
I'm okay with that.
The big question that springs up for the film is who will star Paul Rudd be playing. Previous reports pointed him as Hank Pym, but when Marvel's officially confirmed the actor in the role, they made no mention of which particular Ant-Man he would be playing. Which character do you think Rudd will play? So this is cool. They could actually get around a lot of the Ant-Man stuff if they let somebody else be the original and bring Paul Rudd in as...
Yeah, but the original is the smart one, and he's the one that's got to replace with all the sciencey stuff.
You think he's got to be the Tony Stark
He has to be the Tony Stark. So someone else... Oh, Scott Lang, thief, kind of fast-talking. What's the dude's name from the NCIS LA? The blonde? He played Jim Carrey's, the younger version of Jim Carrey in that really bad...
Did he really?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just know you're talking. You're talking about the partner to the chick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
What is his name, Internet?
This is gonna be interesting. I didn't think about this being a plot point.
I like the fact there's gonna be 2 versions. Oh, Ant-Man, head to head.
There's only one Ant-Man suit.
I bet he makes another one.
Moving on, comic book news. Star Wars is heading to Marvel Comics. Now, are we talking about the comic that we read for the comic of the week?
No. Just Star Wars comics in general are going back to Marvel. They've
been Dark Horse, right?
They've been Dark Horse, and they had a... they've been with Dark Horse since 1991, but as of... I guess it says as of 2015, the rights will finally go back to Marvel, who originally did the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, it's a move that many fans have been anticipating since Walt Disney acquired Lucasfilms. Marvel announced today that the Star Wars comic books will return to the Disney-owned publisher beginning in 2015, the same year that we'll see the release of J.J. Abrams' new Star Wars movie. Marvel Comics first began publishing an ongoing Star Wars series when the original George Lucas film hit theaters in 1977. For the next 9 years, Marvel followed the adventures of Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Han Solo in an ongoing series that filled the gaps between each big screen adventure, even continuing for a while after the events of Return of the Jedi.
I mean...
By the way, there's your name. Eric Christian Olsen.
Eric Christian Olsen.
Although the movie offers new possibilities for the license, some fans may find saying goodbye to Dark Horse Comics a more somber affair. Dark Horse has published Star Wars comics since 1991, launching with the saga sequel Dark Empire, which picked up post-Jedi. So, I mean, this is a sad thing for Dark Horse because, I mean, they've been publishing for a long time. But, I mean, you had to know this was coming.
It was going to happen. We called it whenever they sold it last year before last, whatever, how long it's been now.
I imagine that what'll happen is Dark Horse will end their run and Marvel will restart a brand new one. Like, it'll be a clear cut, and what they'll probably do is they'll play off, they'll do prequel. I guarantee you they'll do prequels for the movie, and then once the movie's done, they'll start doing
expanded
universe after that. So, just putting that out there. So, good little story. I like that one, actually. We got a fair bit of movie news.
There's your most anticipated movies for this year.
Let's see. What's the anticipated movies for 2014 off comingsoon.net? It says this is the Weekend Warriors' most anticipated movies of 2014. Let's see if we can find a list.
That's it right there. You got to...
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Noah, really? All right, okay. From Paramount.
X-Men: Days of Future Past.
I'm kind of really liking the costume for Magneto.
Yeah, fair enough. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
I just
don't care. Two craps.
Interstellar, which is Christopher Nolan.
Ooh, I might watch that, just because it's Chris Nolan. The Hobbit. The Desolation of Smaug. Again. That's not for us. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Word. Thank you.
Godzilla.
I was going to say Gojira.
Gojira.
Either way. 22
Wait, hang on. I got it. You do it.
What?
Say Godzilla.
Gojira?
Yeah, say it.
Gojira. Such a dork. They got 22 Jump Street, which I will say... I'm excited for this one.
I haven't seen the first one yet.
Really?
I haven't got to yet. Do you have it?
Probably not, but I think it may be on Netflix by now.
I don't know. Next.
You need to watch that.
Come on, we got 24 more movies.
What is
Transcendent?
This? Is that what that called? Is that what
I can't read it.
Yeah, Transcendence. It looks like...
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. Alright. What else we got?
The Monuments Men want to see that.
Really?
It's like Ocean's 11, but in war.
Really?
Well, other people. John Goodman, Bill Murray, Matt Damon, George Clooney, and we both know, I've said it on here, I love George Clooney.
Right. Mockingjay Part 1 comes out this year, which is the third book.
What did they do?
The second movie already came out, you dorkfish.
What was it?
Seriously?
I missed it all, apparently. All of it.
Come here. Lean over here. Watch a movie every once in a while. Something called Gone Girl.
With Batfleck.
With Batfleck. Horrible Bosses 2.
Didn't see the first one.
Which, by the way, I didn't either. I've been trying to watch We're the Millers. It's funny. There's a great scene in it.
With Jennifer Aniston?
No. Well, duh. But, no, there's a scene where, like, this guy, the main guy from We're the Millers, he's trying to get his hair cut to look like a dad. Mm-hmm. And so he sits down in the chair, and the lady's like, so what are we doing today? And he goes, well, you know, I need something that says I get up at 5:30 in the morning, commute an hour to work, has to kiss my boss's ass just to keep my job, and then I come home to a wife who doesn't care, and yada yada, and goes on, and it's all these horrible things. And the guy sitting in the chair behind him goes, he wants this. And I lost it. Like, I had to pause the movie.
You have it?
No, I mean, I have it on a thing. We'll look up the scene on YouTube here in a bit. It was hilarious.
Moving on.
But I haven't watched Horrible Bosses 1, so I really should watch that.
The Lego Movie!
I'm super excited about.
I'm taking my son to that movie.
I'm going to see it.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Bad Words with Jason Bateman. Apparently, he's getting a lot of work lately.
Yeah, well, you know.
Jupiter Ascending.
That's Channing Tatum, Mila Kunis sci-fi movie.
Oh, yeah.
Stretch. Don't know what the hell that is.
Edge of Tomorrow. Tom Cruise.
Just looks so weird.
Yeah. Jack Ryan. I want to see that because I don't care what anybody says. I like Kevin Costner. Just saying.
Yeah.
300, Rise of an Empire.
I'm done with the shiny warrior crap.
RoboCop.
Why does he have a hand?
Need for Speed.
Are you serious?
Why is this a movie?
Because Fast and the Furious may be dying?
Sin City, A Dame to Kill For.
I'm ready for that. I've been waiting for that one forever.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
Next up, Paul Walker's replacement for the Hitman remake was announced.
I didn't even know they were doing that. Rupert Friend to replace Paul Walker in Hitman Reboot Agent 47. Let's see. Although 20th Century Fox has set Paul Walker to headline a new big screen adaptation of the video game, the actor's tragic death last year put plans for the project into question. Duh.
Today it's being reported that the film, which will be titled Agent 47, has set star Rupert Friend to play in the title role. Although he's best known for Homeland, Friend has appeared recently on the big screen in films like Joe Wright's Pride and Prejudice, Jean-Marc Vallée's The Young Victoria, and Mark Herman's The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. You proud of me on the name?
That was pretty good. It's probably completely wrong, but that was a pretty good bullshit.
It's probably like Vallier.
Vallier?
Because there's the tilde up there over to E. Anyway, moving on.
Good job on that one.
Got the names going early.
Next thing we've got, this was a surprise to me when I looked at the doc. Naked Gun is getting a reboot, but now it's actually says Naked Gun. This is from comingsoon.net. Naked Gun reboot will be more sequel than remake. It was announced last month that Paramount Pictures had signed Ed Helms to lead a reboot of the comedy franchise The Naked Gun. Today, Crave Online caught up with co-screenwriter Ben Garrett and learned that the project isn't so much a remake as a sequel.
Right now we're calling it Episode 4 A New Hope.
Wow. Can they even legally do that?
Oh, I'm sure they could.
Garrett said that will change, but that's the working title. Our take is that Ed Helms is Frake Drebin. No relation. That's how he introduces himself. Okay, I can see that.
I mean, I love those old movies. They're very, of course, very satired, very... physical comedy is one of my favorite things.
Right.
So I'm good.
I'm down with it. I mean, the problem with me is there's too many damn movies.
They have safe sex in that movie.
The big condoms.
The big giant body condoms.
See, new details on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles character designs surface. Even though we saw quite a few set photos for the upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film, we still don't know exactly what the characters will look like since the actors were all wearing motion capture suits. Idle Hands, special thanks to Roxanne for the link, whoever that is, has now run a report from an unnamed source that saw the first incarnation of action figures for the upcoming film.
Roll down. Do we have any? Where the frick's the link?
I don't see a link.
Go to action figures.
Where?
The blue word that says action figures.
Where?
Blue word that says action figures.
Let's take a look here. We'll let that load. Keep in mind that these designs are for the action figures and may not reflect the character's final appearance in the film, but they'll likely be close.
Nope.
Really? This is some kind of price grabber thing. I don't think this is valid.
That didn't work.
Nope. To start, the source says that the four turtles have their respective weapons and are quite traditional in their turtle design, though he says they appear to have less texture than the turtles from the films in the early 90s. He also notes that the figures retain the hunched-over posture that can be seen in the set photos, and that each turtle seemingly has a different physique. Raphael reportedly is the most muscular of the bunch, followed by Leonardo. Donatello is said to boast a slimmer, leaner look, while Michelangelo is said to be the shortest of the bunch. And don't worry, Idle Hand Source says each of the turtles has their respective colored mask. That's neat. I mean, that's cool.
As long as they stay a little traditional, we'll see what
I
happens.
actually like the fact that they're not going to be like identical looking. Like in the original movies, they were pretty much like you could have taken Donatello's mask, put it on Michelangelo, and it would have looked like Donatello.
Yeah,
you know, it was the same things over and over. So that's kind of a neat thing to see for me.
Real quick on TV news, House of Cards season 2 was announced by Netflix. It will all be released in February. What?
Can you reach up and take this off, please?
What?
The thing that's shaking. Spencer says,
"Oh no, it's this. It's your GMX thing."
He says it's been distracting him the whole show. That's awesome. What? I don't remember what all you said, Greg.
House of Cards
season 2.
Season 2 will be released. The way it works is they produce the whole thing,
and then they
release the whole thing on one day.
Yep. Because I guess they figure that if you're gonna watch it, you're gonna watch it. To me, I'm more likely to watch a show if I can marathon it, than I am to watch one if I have to wait every week. So like a lot of shows, like with Doctor Who, I waited until the 50th to get caught up on the show, because then I could just power through it. So it says Netflix has debuted the new season 2 trailer and poster for the House of Cards, which you can check out below. The 13-episode second season premieres on Friday from Academy Award-winning screenwriter
February 14th. Good job on that.
Thank you. In the second season, Kevin Spacey, Francis, and Claire, Robin Wright, Underwood continue their ruthless rise to power as threats mount on all fronts.
I haven't seen the first one.
Okay, series based on the same. Based on the BBC miniseries of the same name, the second season of House of Cards is executive produced by David Fincher, Bo Williams, Joshua Nolan, Eric Roth, Kevin Spacey. Good God have mercy, how many executive producers they mean? Donna Brunetti, Andrew Davies, Michael Dobbs, and David Manson.
Good job on names.
The 1 hour drama is produced by several other people that I'm not going to continue to read all these names. But from what I understand, this is a big hit. Like, they're winning.
It won
awards for this. Now, here's my only thing is I don't know how they're making money with it. Because if they're not doing ad revenue, then I'm just curious how they're doing the money with it. So, that aside.
Real quick, chick news. 50 Shades of Grey will be in 3 movies.
One. You missed
not
one.
Not in one.
You missed the story.
I missed one. I went to chick news. More than 3 million Xbox One consoles were sold in 2013. That's not bad considering it was released in... When did it release?
November 22nd. It sold more than 3 million consoles from its launch date on November 22nd until the end of 2013. That's a shite ton of consoles. Like, half the customers' houses I go to, they're upgrading internet. They're going, yeah, I'm getting the Xbox One next week. Or, yeah, I'm getting the PS4 next week. That being said, did you know that with the PS4, you can use a Vita? And you can, like, if you've got a game in the PS4, you can play that game on your Vita?
I did not.
I found that at a customer's house one day.
I'm more interested in all of the Xbox One, like, telling your TV to watch the game, or, in your fantasy stats and all that other crap on the side.
My favorite thing still has to be the story of when they were doing the launch. Everybody was watching it. Or when they were doing the announcement, everybody was watching stuff on their Kinect, on the Xbox, and the guy was like, see, if you go Xbox off, and then everybody's Xbox went off. And I was dying laughing for that. That was hilarious. So, yeah, just saying. Now you can do your girly news.
50 Shades of Grey will be in a trilogy and not a single movie, despite the rumors.
from the creators of World
Oh,
of
that's
Tanks.
not what I thought. From what I understand,
Take the
they're
bat
actually
to the
doing-
skies.
Well, we got. Okay.
Pilot
It was
hundreds of
assumed
legends.
that the books were going to be condensed down into one film, but instead it's going to be put into a 3-movie trilogy.
So what I understand though is they're going to be doing a couple of different versions of it.
Really?
They're going to be doing a version that the masses can go see, and then there's going to be a more adult version because that's what the books are. I mean, I just still don't know how these movies are going to work when you dumb it down for a general audience.
So you're saying when you and Gina go see it, NC-17 all the way?
Oh, absolutely! I better see boobs or go home. Then we got some other news.
I better see boobs or go home. He gets to the end of the movie, he's pissed off. What happened? Fucking boobs.
No, boobs. Where's my boobs? In other news, we've got something called the Marvel Experience. First look at the Marvel Experience's innovative dome design. Last year, Marvel and Hero Ventures announced the Marvel Experience, an innovative traveling experience featuring dozens of Marvel's iconic superheroes. This attraction will leverage state-of-the-art interactive and multimedia technology, including a 4D motion ride and original 3D animated features, allowing fans to be part of the action. Go for it. Read something. Read something.
The Marvel Experience in our innovative dome environment is the future of themed entertainment. The Marvel Experience employs new technology and new concepts that we think will make this one of the most exciting shows ever produced. It will truly be a unique experience.
Yeah, this is cool. I mean,
cool.
Yeah, the picture on it looks ridiculous. If you guys haven't clicked on the link and looked at it, go look at it. So with the short box, if you're new to this, we don't read everything in the articles. So if there's something you want to read more about, make sure you go down below or go on to the
forums.
The forums, thank you, and go look at the links there, and you can see everything that we've read about today. And then the last thing in other news is construction begins on the Disney Avatar theme park. Why is this a thing?
Because the man wants it to be.
Construction is officially underway on the upcoming Avatar attraction at Disney's Animal Kingdom. They're putting it in Animal Kingdom because they're animals. The Disney Parks blog updated today with images and video from the groundbreaking ceremony, which featured blue Navi-scaled shovels. Check out the video in the player below, and the photos in the gallery view at the bottom of the page. So let's take. Wow!
I don't care unless I get to ride one of those cool flying things.
I mean, it's a cool idea, but
it's going to be real. Like, do you have to walk around with blue tinted glasses?
See, I'm just saying that the movies were really the movie was good, but I don't know that it's.
Well, he's making like 5 more.
I don't know if one movie so far has warranted a theme park.
It's James Cameron. Everything he wants warrants something. If he gets bored, he goes to the bottom of the ocean.
All right, guys, that's it for the